Over 40 years after his conviction for murder, a State College man returned to the courtroom for a two-day hearing. Tim Durkin was inside the courtroom and has more from today's session.
It's a cry echoed by many on the outside of the courthouse steps. They believe Subbu Vaidam was wrongfully convicted of murder over 40 years ago. Now, with new evidence, he and his lawyers came back to make his case. They argued the suppressed evidence in the original trial included inconsistencies with the bullet wound size and caliber of gun used. On the first day of the hearing, a forensic expert testified against the original ruling, saying a .22 caliber bullet was most likely used instead of a .25 caliber one. Subbu's lawyers don't believe any testimony today disproved that.
Throughout the course of the testimony, Dr. Christensen and Dr. Dirkmaat didn't do any of the research, so they couldn't get attacked because they didn't do any of the research. It was only Dr. Ross that did the research, and I think it was very clear that she was the one that was the highest caliber expert. She was the one that was the full professor at a research university that published the articles.
The Commonwealth focused in on the content of a .22 caliber bullet, with their witnesses testifying that if a .22 caliber bullet had been used, it would have left behind lead residue on the victim's bone, residue that would not have gone away during the 9 months the body was exposed to the elements. After hearing the testimonies, Judge Grein moved to let the testimonies be transcribed for 30 days, then the defense will have 45 days to submit any further arguments, and the prosecution will have 30 days after that to do the same. In a statement to WTAJ, Centre County District Attorney Bernie Cantorna says after reviewing the evidence and hearing the testimony, he is confident that the victim died of a .25 caliber bullet and that the evidence was tied to the defendant. But Subbu's family isn't losing hope.
We want the integrity of our justice system to hold true. I think it's important. It's such an important principle throughout the entire country that we should be able to trust that we can have fair trials where juries can hear all of the evidence. And so it has meant the world to us as a family that there is so much community support. But no, we are not surprised that this story resonates because it's a really important story and it is one that is about the foundations of our justice system.